Hello everybody, welcome back to British Stan. We do have some breaking news for you this evening, as there has been a double stabbing attack in London which has left two 17-year-old boys in rushed to hospital due to their stab wounds. An investigation has been launched by the police, but no arrests have currently been made. We are going to discuss all of the details, what we currently know with regard to this, and discuss the wide implications with regards to knife crime and the lack of a government crackdown on actually tackling the situation at hand. But as always, guys, do get involved in the live chats. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down there in the chats. We'll get to your reaction a little bit later on. Also hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and let's get into what we know about this double stabbing in London outside a college. Now, two boys have been taken to hospital after being stabbed near a college in Holloway. This is the location just outside there, of course, on Camden Road. The incident occurred on Camden Road near Walters Road at around 1:30 p.m. today. Officers and London Ambulance Services crews attended and found two 17-year-olds who were stabbed. They were treated at the scene before being taken to hospital, where their conditions are currently not known. Now, no arrests have currently been made as of yet, but Camden Road remains closed by a crime scene, with police asking people to avoid the area to reduce congestion. London Ambulance Services have been contacted for details, but have not yet responded. A Metropolitan Police spokesperson said an investigation has been launched after two teenage boys were stabbed outside an address in Camden Road, Islington, at 1:30 on Tuesday, the 2nd of April. The boys, both aged 17, were treated at the scene and taken to hospital by the London Ambulance Service. They remain there for treatment, and we await an update on their injuries and their conditions. No arrests have been made at this stage. Camden Road is closed. Please avoid the area to minimize congestion. So that's currently what we know with regard to this so far. Again, it's hard to really know the motive of such an incident, but fairly worrying still that an individual, they don't think they have any lead on an individual as of yet who carried this out. Now, of course, London, it can be a couple of different things as to the context behind it. Of course, gang crime is probably something, or gang related is probably something at the top of the list, but still, guys, two 17-year-old boys have been stabbed. Now, this Labour government this week, funnily enough, of course, banned the sale or the distribution or the sales of ninja knives. Now, again, I think we did a separate video maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, discussing that this is not enough. This Labour government does absolutely everything other than actually going after the actual problem and how to stop knife crime within this country. Two 17-year-old boys. Labour is so focused on stopping banning Amazon, stopping certain knife sales. Ninja swords was the latest one. Okay, I say it time and time again with regard to knife crime within this country. Everybody's got a kitchen drawer. That's not going to stop the knife crime epidemic within this country. Again, we've said it time and time again. I'm not going to repeat myself as to what needs to be done, but this Labour government are so focused on the traders and, of course, adolescents and going after these sort of propaganda and pushing this propaganda narrative than actually tackling it. And don't let me get started on Sadiq Khan. This is another big incident in his city that he has been in charge of and overseeing over the last 3 years, and can't seem to ever get this thing actually sorted. So yes, heartbreaking. It is. Two 17-year-old boys currently in hospital after a double stabbing in London. Is absolutely sickening to see, and this epidemic seems to be continuing. Police, as stated, have not got the individual. An investigation has been launched. They're still trying to look for him, or the person, the perpetrator. They're still trying to look for him. But again, we'll try and update you if anything comes of it. But it's just another incident, a sad incident that's happening throughout the United Kingdom, and this stuff is constantly on the rise. It really is, and it only really gets widespread attention when it's more than one person getting stabbed. This sort of stuff happens on a day-to-day basis, but it only starts to get that sort of mainstream media attention when it's more than one individual. And in this occasion as well, it's been two teenagers, two 17-year-old boys outside a college. Absolutely disgusting to see. Now, whilst I'm saying that it looks like it's gang related, or I probably suspect that it's gang related because of the area within London, you can't necessarily rule out any other sorts of things either. The police haven't really given us too much information at this moment in time, nor an update on their condition, but seems fairly serious, but also very, very sad to see. But this Labour government is going to continue to happen under them because they're so focused on banning and stopping the vendors and the sales of certain weapons, ninja swords. Ninja swords, my goodness me. Was this carried out with a ninja sword? No. How is that ever going to stop the knife crime epidemic? It's so laughable in terms of their approach to what they're trying to do to try and stop it. It's so simple. It really is simple. There's a lot of things that you can do to stop this from happening. And stopping and banning vendors and stopping the sales of certain knives and swords is certainly not the right approach to go down. It's disgusting. Anyway, guys, do let me know your thoughts on this one in the live chat. Let's get some reaction from this in the comment section below. But let's go through it. Sean Ryan makes a very good point. Ninja swords are banned. What about katana and a samurai sword? I don't know. I don't actually know, to be honest with you. I think they literally just came out with a ninja sword as such, which I don't turn on, don't go through the news, you don't turn on your TV and look at the news and see many attacks within the United Kingdom carried out with a ninja sword being the main one. Really? Is it? It's usually machetes. It's usually just a normal household knife. I've got one in my rack there. As you can see, that's what people use. This is what these individuals use to carry out these sorts of attacks. And you can't ban them. It's the same old mantra. Do guns kill people or do people kill people? It's always the latter, guys. It's always the latter. And that's where you need to solve the root problem, not banning certain knives. My goodness me, it's just so laughable. I've never been in politics, but everybody watching this knows that isn't the way to stop knife crime within this country. Banning certain swords is disgusting. It's disgraceful. Raven says, are they trying to stop it? Probably not. Looking at Sadiq Khan, he doesn't really come out. He ignores these sorts of incidents that are happening. Guys, 17-year-old boys getting stabbed outside colleges now. 17-year-old boys getting stabbed outside colleges. Every single knife incident, of course, is absolutely shocking and shouldn't be happening. But two 17-year-old boys being stabbed outside a college, when's it going to end? When is this going to end? The answer is never, because the Labour government are so focused on vendors rather than actually tackling the problem. And in fact, I'll give it to Labour, they do absolutely everything, go after everything, except from go after the actual problem, which is a huge, huge issue, and we'll see these incidents just rise and happen more on a day-to-day basis. Sadiq Khan has said anything. Sadiq Khan hasn't said anything on this in particular incident. I don't think he ever says anything, does he? Does he ever come out and bring a statement with regard to certain attacks or knife attacks or anything to do with knife crime? I think the last time I heard him talk about knife crime was he then went on to the tangent talking about reform, or someone asked would he be willing to work with reform to stop knife crime within his city. And he simply made it about party politics and went on a different tangent and said, no, I would never work with reform. Or something disgraceful like that over a really serious matter in the London Assembly. So that just goes to show his attitude with regard to knife crime in his city. It shows no signs of slowing down, and something that will probably never be stopped within the city of London. London's already fallen, but this is not just a London problem. It's a UK problem. It's happening everywhere. It's happening absolutely everywhere, and it's sickening to see two 17-year-old boys being stabbed outside a college. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now, moreover, on other points with regard to Labour, talking about, if you want to go down the whole gang culture, now I don't know necessarily what these individuals look like as such, or what their backgrounds are from. But I bet you that it's not the representation that adolescence, this Netflix hit thing, is giving off to the broader world, to the wider public, talking about, you know, stabbings and all of these kind of things, and putting a certain stereotype at the forefront, which doesn't represent the sheer scale of what's actually happening in cities with regards to knives and these certain incidents. But yeah, it's all about brainwashing. But certainly looking at that location in London, I can probably hazard a guess as to the demographics. But yeah. But guys, as always, please do let me know your thoughts on this one down there in the comment section below. And if you are just tuning in, just to conclude, two 17-year-old boys currently in hospital after being stabbed. Individual perpetrator is currently on the run. Police have not got him. No arrests have been made at this moment in time. And an update in terms of the boys' condition is still unknown. But as always, guys, do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Take care.